Everyone. The following is a recording of a meeting held between the Chief Operating Officer of Chapelton's, Mr. Chapelton, and an IT professional, Mr. Balgobin. I am Mr. Chapelton, Chief Operating Officer at Chapelton's. How are you today? Good morning, Mr. Chapelton. I'm fine, thank you. I hope all is well. I am Mr. Balgobin, the IT professional at ISF Services. Looking forward to our meeting. Please have a seat and make yourself comfortable. ERP is a new technology to us here at Chapelton, so if it's not too much trouble, can we start with the basics? What exactly is the ERP system and its primary functions? Excellent question, Mr. Chapelton. I did a bit of research on your current process and see that you have already engaged in some technology upgrades on your ships. However, other functions like inventory maintenance, human resource accounting, and customer relationship remain unchanged. The ERP system will fully integrate all of those functions in your enterprise. It utilizes a shared database, which ultimately facilitates efficient communication between all of your enterprise's critical functional areas. As such, human resource, finance, operations, ship and equipment maintenance, logistics, customer relationship, and asset management, for example, your logistics team would have real-time information on the availability of a ship's maintenance availability to plan its utilization schedules to maximize the revenue effectively for you to receive from that piece of equipment. In my research of available information systems, I came across a transaction processing system, TPS, management information system, MIS, and decision support system, DSS. How do those systems differ from your ERP system? To properly understand what sets ERP apart, I would briefly explain what TPS, MIS, and DSS are. TPS tracks transactions by either batch or real-time processing data in an online recording system. You can quickly accumulate, store, modify, and retrieve data transactions. An example of such system would be the point-of-sale terminals at retail outlets. MIS is a software used by managers to monitor an organization's current performance status. MIS would utilize data from the point-of-sale system to make management decisions for budgeting and human resource management through tools that would allow managers to monitor, control, and predict future performance. A DSS would utilize the TPS and MIS data to make non-routine decisions that would require considerations from both internal and external stakeholders. The system uses sophisticated mathematical models and statistical models to provide a solution to its users. The ERP system is different. It integrates TPS, MIS, DSS, and more because it encompasses the entire enterprise's functions, eliminating data duplication and providing a data integrity with a single source of truth. Regarding Chapelton and our line of business in shipping and logistics, what would be the benefits of us implementing an ERP system? The shipping and logistics industry is a complicated one and has many vital components and functions spanning both internal and external to the organization. The ERP software provides the organization with the ability to optimize its processes and improve its inner resources efficiency through integrated data analysis, infrastructure, and automation segments. The ERP system would provide applications to address challenges experienced from when a customer places an order to when the package is delivered, and the customer feedback is received. Because all of the internal elements are integrated and is communicating with each other. The new ERP system will minimize maintenance costs through a single, centrally managed system. Maintenance costs reduction with a single centrally managed system, real-time reporting, and tracking will be made possible for the higher management team to make well-informed decision-making due to data availability, which will result in a time-efficient, cost-saving, functional employee environment that will boost profit, productivity, engagement, and morale of employees all over the company worldwide. What are the defined stages and matters we must consider if we choose to procure a new ERP system? An ERP system would affect your entire organization. There are critical success factors that lead up towards the successful implementation of a new system. Therefore, before selecting a vendor or system, you must get the support of upper management. An internal, dedicated, appropriately suited team must then be assigned to develop a clear and extensive list of what is required and the organization's shortfalls and documented processes currently in the organization. I would advise that you seek references from other organizations that have already implemented a system to have preliminary information on what you are embarking on. It's only then you would start the selection process of a vendor. The acquisition stage requires extensive and careful evaluation of all proposals to ensure that the right system is selected to best suit your needs. Full participation from all stakeholders are required at this stage, and compatibility of integrating the system with the organization's existing critical office systems must be taken into account. The various ERP modules applications are designed around standard practices for each functional area in your organization. It is highly recommended that you avoid customizing the system to the company's current practices so that your business would be more mainstream compatible with future modules, and also avoid a steeper customization cost. The implementation stage will require an internal ERP product champion appointment with competent staff alongside to work with the vendor and the appointed project manager. It should be well noted that you can implement the best ERP system on the planet, but if your staff cannot utilize it properly, that would be an expensive waste of resources. You mentioned critical success factors and focused the system's implementation phase. What are the critical factors or steps to ensure that the successful implementation of an ERP system? Research done by the Academic Journal of Business Administration, Law and Social Sciences analyzed 4 academic papers. They compiled the following summary of requirements and steps for a successful CSF. Detailed knowledge of the organization and legacy system, a clear and concise strategy, having top management sponsorship, adherence to top-notch project management practices, adherence to top-notch change management practices, a skilled and knowledgeable team composition, creating clear procedures for data entry and accuracy, conducting training and streamlining the communication, creating performance metrics, deciding on the implementation approach. In my experience, if those steps are followed, there is a 90% chance that your new system will meet the requirements of your organization successfully. As COO, I am always aware that success is not always guaranteed. What are the main factors contributing to the ERP system implementation's failure, and what mitigation measures are used to avoid such a failure? Many factors contributing to implementation failure is documented in many case studies. On the bright side, we can use those studies to learn from those mistakes and implement the right mitigating measures. The main failures start from as early as the consultation stage, where project team members are inexperienced and inadequately trained with ERP to effectively implement the system. Low project management effectiveness and other factors that can lead to failures due to ERP knowledge and communication skills, which explicate the need for an appropriate project manager. There are situations where the selected ERP software is not right for the organization, which would naturally present issues in the implementation stage. Therefore, proper software selection is essential. If the existing IT infrastructure is inadequate for a system, there will be failures. Management must invest in the right IT hardware infrastructure to support the ERP software. If an organization attempts to over-customize the system, the likelihood of compatibility issues between modules is increased significantly. The implementation stage brings uncertainty to the employees, and how you manage the change process will determine how much resistance you will get. Can you provide examples of other companies that have implemented an ERP system and have reported success and benefits? Numerous success stories are coming from participating organizations. Please permit me to highlight a couple companies relevant to your business that will have been facing the same challenges as your organization. RAS Logistics, an appliance delivery service provider for large corporations like Home Depot, has been expanding. And as a result, the demands on RAS Logistics has increased, and they have also expanded from 1 location to 21 locations nationwide. The company's existing system could not manage the high volume of entities and caused numerous system crashes. RAS Logistics was unable to handle the financial statements consolidation, and manual account processing was failing. After implementation of a cloud ERP system, they were able to successfully automate the entire account management process, wholly integrated with the financial system, get real-time data and insights for the data reports. The company became more flexible with its operating environment as it expanded and had faster access to robust database from any location. LG Electronics, a well-known global company with over 82,000 employees in over 40 countries worldwide, experienced high inefficiency costs, improper resource utilization, and operational issues due to its manual processes. After a 5-year implementation period, LG managed to fulfill its objectives and minimize its challenges worldwide. The new ERP system minimized maintenance costs through a single centrally managed system. Minimalistic maintenance costs with a single centrally managed system. The recruitment process was transparent. Real-time reporting and tracking was made possible for higher management team, making well-informed decisions in the process. Please explain how your IT company will support Chapelton with the implementation of the ERP. Here, that is, what is your company's role? Our company has specific ERP experience and expertise. We are aware of the best practices and what is required to ensure that Chapelton will select and implement the right system that would stay within budget while focusing on return on investment. We will start by assisting in the selection of the ideal internal project team in your organization to ensure that the right information is received to determine system requirements. We will provide specialized project management professionals with standard ideals to lead the business process transformation as an expert with an outsider perspective. As previously mentioned, the management of change is critical. We will drive the change management process as an external party to ensure compliance and manage the ERP conversion in all aspects of the implementation process. And most importantly, after implementation, we will provide the necessary training to your staff on the use and maintenance of the system. And of course, 24-hour support will be available if any other issues arise beyond the implementation stage. Thank you very much for this very good information, Mr. Balgobin. I really appreciate it. No problem, Mr. Chapelton. I look forward to working with you in the future.